Good morning, one and all. Rima, madam.
Yes, sir.
Okay, please go ahead, madam.
Okay, sir. So, good morning to all the participants. I welcome you to day 3 of the National Online Faculty Development Program on Digital Age Teaching and Learning English, organized by the Department of English in association with the IQAC participants. I welcome you to day 3 of the National Online Faculty Development Program on Digital Age Teaching and Learning English, organized by the Department of English in association with the IQAC participants. So, am I audible?
ಇದೇನಪ್ಪ ಇದು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ.
So can I continue?
Madam, go ahead, madam.
Okay. Sorry to the participants, there was a bit of a technical issue. I would once again like to welcome all the participants for the third day of the 5-day National Online FDP on Digital Age Teaching and Learning English, organized by the Department of English in association with the IQAC of Government First Grade College, Kauribinur. Now, before moving on, I would like to request the participants to mute their audios and switch off their videos. Any queries that the participants have will be taken up at the end of the technical session. The program will also be live streamed on our college IQAC YouTube channel. The feedback link for today will be given at the end of the session in the chat box. Participants who are logged in through the YouTube channel are requested to fill in the feedback form given in the live chat. Now, having mentioned the instructions, I would now like to call upon Dr. Gangadharaya BR, IQAC Coordinator, Assistant Professor and the Head of the Department of History, GFGC Kauribinur, to deliver the welcome address. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, madam. Thank you very much. A very good morning to one and all. It's my pleasure to extend a hearty welcome to one and all for this third day of Faculty Development Program, organized by Department of English in association with Internal Quality Assurance Cell of our college. At the outset, I would like to extend a very warm welcome to our beloved principal, Professor M. Shivanna sir, for this day 3 program. Welcome you, sir. I extend a very hearty welcome to our today's resource person come guest, Dr. V. Parimala Venu, Professor, Geetam University, Vizag, Andhra Pradesh. Welcome, madam. On behalf of our college, IQAC, Department of English, I extend a very warm welcome to you, madam. I extend a warm welcome to all our dear participants for this day 3 program. A hearty welcome to one and all. I extend a very warm welcome to all our faculty members, and also the head of the departments of various departments of our college, Shri Manjunath, head of the Department of English, and Madam Sunita, convener of this program, and the IQAC co-coordinator, Dr. Jabi, as well as Akshata madam, and the entire IQAC team. I extend a warm welcome to one and all. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. Thank you, madam.
Thank you, sir. Now I would like to introduce the participants to the resource person for today's technical session, Captain Dr. V. Parimala Venu, Associate Professor, Geetham, Deemed to be University, Vizag. Captain Dr. Parimala Venu has a teaching experience of over 20 years and is a prolific writer, having published several books on the art of teaching and in the field of English grammar and communication, with her latest book on research methodology having been published in 2021. She holds a doctoral and MPhil degree from Sri Krishnadevaraya University with a specialization in ELT, world literature, and also guides research scholars. She is a member of the Board of Studies at Vignan's Institute of Technology, as well as the Department of English, Geetham. She also holds a life membership in academic bodies such as English Language Teachers Association, Teacher Plus, and IQAC Soft Skill Journal. She has several awards and achievements to her credit too, having been commissioned as Lieutenant on 10 September 2010 by Indian Army Defence Academy. She has also bagged Best ANO Award twice and has been commissioned as Captain in June 2019. She has published research papers in several national and international journals, as well as conferences and seminars across the globe. Apart from this, she has also been invited by several reputed institutions as a resource person. On this note, I would like to welcome our esteemed speaker for the day, who will be delivering a talk on use of technology in the pragmatics of language acquisition. I invite you once again, ma'am, and request you to take over the technical session.
Thank you, Rima, madam. Yeah, good morning. Am I audible, sir?
Yes, madam, please.
Good morning. Good morning to everyone. Good morning, my dear colleagues. Before we're going to start, let us say, during this pandemic, everyone is switching on to online. Technology today has become need of the hour. So my topic, use of technology in the pragmatics of language acquisition. So that is to say, every day, how we use our technology, how we are integrating in our day-to-day life. So in India, teaching of English as second language has been one of the thrust area since independence. Today, in the days of globalization, the main problem, lack of exposure to the language, has been solved to a great extent. Our classrooms are being equipped with devices that expose to this foreign language. Teacher or the traditional learning aids are no more the only source for the learner to acquire a foreign language. The transfer from a teacher-centered environment to a learner-centered environment has become possible only just because of this technology. As fourth industrial revolution has already stepped in, other countries, they are using advanced features like virtual reality, augmentative reality, robotics, and 3D printing. These are vastly used in their academics, or we can say in their curriculum. It is very unfortunate that we are still in budding stage. So let us see how this technology is useful in our language acquisition. I'll be sharing my screen, PPT.
Yes, madam, please.
Yes, sir. Yeah, first to know the use of technology, like facilitator, teacher has to decide the avenues of language resources which are to be accessed for creating and acquiring. Teacher has to master the methodology of engaging the learners in communication. Now let us understand what technology is. Any systematized practical knowledge based on experimentation or scientific theory, which is embodied in productive skills, organization, or machinery. We call it a technology. Technology to support improvements in your own practices. So technology for refining your own practice, it provides you with access to many programs that support you being organized. Technology integration is also an important aspect of teacher. What kind of learning environment should I use to my students? What role can technology play? What resources do I have in creating my learning environment? So, am I audible?
Yes, madam, absolutely.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. That means, like, when you are using technology, the teacher has to play many roles. Like, sometimes teacher plays a role of choreographer. Why? Because as we will be responsible for moving students from one kind of learning activity to another. And also a questionnaire, asking a lot of questions to students. Finally, you will also add a role of troubleshooter. Like, no matter how well we plan, there are always going to be things that don't go as planned sometimes. So when you work with technology, so that means you need a backup plan. So that is very important for a teacher to take care. Now, characteristics of uh, characteristics of technology. While we are using these technological tools, I can say we should know the characteristics of technology. So number one is engaging. Students must be engaged in a process enabling them to acquire knowledge and meet the lesson's objectives. One way to create an engaging environment for our students is to create an active learning environment. Hands-on activities, by giving hands-on activities. Next, second one is interactive. Challenges is in finding a balance between engaging. Sir, is my presentation visible? PPT visible, sir?
Madam, only the first slide is there.
Okay, I'm changing here. One second, sir.
Okay, madam.
Now is it visible, sir?
Yes, madam. Resources slide
yes,
is.
yes, okay, sir. Sorry for that.
No, it's okay.
So, characteristics of technology. Is it visible now, sir?
Yes, madam, visible. You can go to next now.
Okay. Characteristics of technology.
No, it didn't. It didn't change.
Okay, it didn't change. The teacher role in learning environment. Okay. Engaging. So students should be engaged. Next one is interactive. Challenge is in finding a balance between engaging interactively and the learner forces edutainment like interactive games you can give them. Facilitative. Planning for technology use is considered how technology can facilitate your students' progress towards your objectives. Instructionally appropriate. So, whether the instruction is appropriate for the students. So, make sure these characteristics describe your classroom when you use technology. Next. Kinds of technology. We have immersive versus non-immersive. What immersive? Here the students essentially enter a virtual environment for learning. Take for example, a military flight simulator. The pilot enters the plane completely surrounded by a virtual world where the machinery is housed. Non-immersive, like here we can say immersive, 360-degree complete involvement of the student will be there in immersive kind. Non-immersive are those that do not transport a learner to a virtual place, but to simulate another environment. Like for example, video games, it provides a high level of interactivity. The learner is not enveloped in the technology and is always aware of being part of a traditional classroom, housed within the computer. Now, as we all know that our curriculum in like AICT norms, according to AICT norms, we have to follow 6 levels of Bloom's taxonomy. So how this Bloom's taxonomy is also, applicable for this technology enhanced learning. Bloom's taxonomy, developed by Benjamin Bloom, attempts to organize learning 6 levels of knowledge, simplest to most complex. The 6 levels are knowledge, that is, the learner is able to recall such information such as names, dates, and major ideas. Comprehension, application, analysis, synthesis, and evaluation. So, this Bloom's taxonomy is very important as per the AICT norms. So how this we can incorporate technology into assessment activities like competence to test the knowledge, skills demonstrated in our language lab, like group discussions, jam sessions we can use, presentations. So the technology which we can use is given here. For observation and recall of information, we can use word processing, knowledge of dates, events and places, database software, knowledge of major ideas. We can go for web page building, mastery of subject matter, presentation software. For comprehension, understanding of information, specific content area, software and systems such as geometries, sketchpad, Pasco science application, spreadsheet, software. So grasping of meaning, translation, interpretation, ordering, grouping inferences, predicting, all this we can use this technology. For application, like information transfer, using methods, concepts, theories, solving problems, we have like using information, we can go for email, web pages, educational software, learning systems. For analysis, seeing patterns, organization of parts, recognition of hidden meanings. For this, we have spreadsheet software, visualization software, statistical software. So you have resources. I have also given you resources to, browse through this website where you can find how these are useful in our curriculum designing. This website can help you out. Now to start with, our technological tools which we use are, first comes video conferencing. What is video conferencing? Like we have the platform, just we are using it now, and nowadays every day we are going for Zoom Meet, Google Meet are using for online during this pandemic. The power of video conferencing is becoming increasingly accessible because of broadband, internet access, and improvements in both software and hardware applications. A video conferencing include faculty to student teacher, like a professor can connect and communicate with his or her students. Our students and teacher are able to communicate before and after the lesson. Secondly, it provides remote interpreting services, professional development. So these are the uses of video conferencing. Again, here I have given you a website resource where you can go through using this resource. Streaming media. Next is another type of technology. These are often involve remote operate cameras, which are becoming more widely accessible. These cameras provide an exciting way to connect students with a distant environment suitable for learning all over the world. Are instantly cameras for people to observe and learn from ongoing live charts or events. For example, there is a website given here, mysticaquarium.organization, where you can experience and learn about marine life through streaming video technology. Next is video ethograms. These are exciting and effective way for students to use video to learn observation skills, compile data for reports, like English teacher can give the students develop their presentation on the basis of the data collection, analysis, and interpretation with their experience. These provide real video footage as they describe what they have seen in the video. Technology ideas for guided learning. like email or chat. Students can use thread email discussions or chat discussion, a debate, journal, and keep a record of events. Video conferencing or probes. Students can use electronic probes connected to laptop to collect data for local or remote locations, wherever they are. Spreadsheets. Students can use spreadsheets software to record data, make calculations, etc. Here, I have given you one website which are helpful to know these probes, video conferencing, and spreadsheets. Virtual reality modeling language. Which is called VRML. So it is a three-dimensional graphical representations with which students can interact. Teachers can use pre-developed and freely available VRML modules to lead the discussions on a variety of topics and determine to what extent students know the content and the progress to next learning activity. You can see the given URML link, which will be very helpful, like how to create. These are given. In this site, if you go through, it will be helpful for you. Next is WebQuest, our inquiry-based instructional approach, which uses the web both as a content source and as a delivery tool. The most exciting aspects of WebQuest is that they provide teachers and students with an excellent opportunity to draw from the vast pool of internet sources available. The original WebQuest model was designed by Bernie Dodge in 1995. The WebQuest homepage site provides the instructional background and templates needed to develop. Like you will have introduction, task, information sources, process, guidance, and conclusion. So this is the format for WebQuest. I've given the website here. If you click on this, you will get how to create these websites and what is the format of this website. Defining a website, reasons for using website, structure of a website, producing, implementing, all this is the format which you will get if you click on this website. Video capture. Like video capture is a powerful tool, we can say, which we are using, are becoming more widely available, less expensive, less intrusive all the time. Video capture, quite simply, you can set up a camera in the back of the classroom and capture the events. Typically, the camera includes software enabling you to upload the video to a computer to play back or editing. Here, you can record evidence of your actual classroom teaching, as well as the students' reactions to various parts of the lesson. You can capture your practices over multiple sessions to see how your teaching approach is evolving. Secondly, you can also capture students' reactions that you may not notice while the lesson is in progress. So this is very helpful for teachers. Next, audio capture. It has improved dramatically in the last 5 years, we can say. Like we have audio devices, built-in microphones that capture the audio. The audio can be played back directly from the device or downloaded to a computer. This can capture students' group discussions in the classroom when students are working in pairs or groups, capture classroom instruction or presentation. Audio capture are very useful for understanding. Image capture and image editing software. During class, you can simply point and click. If you have access to a printer, you can print the images. You might photograph the instructional materials such as models or posters that you used in the classroom. Still, images are most useful for historical documentation of your lessons, evidence of events, class participation, documentation of events, etc. Like Photoshop. Anyone who wants to insert photographs into a document knows the value of software such as Photoshop, Graphic Converter, Picasa, and Fireworks. Like in NSS, NCC, you need to prepare more number of posters. For that, these are very helpful. And Photoshop, what is Photoshop? One of the most popular and most powerful image editing software package. All these Picasa and Fireworks, they come under that. Next, student information system. As today's accountability requirements, students' information is very important, needed. Data are entered individually or scanned into the system. As a teacher, you can gain access to this data for your own students. In the given site, corporate solutions collect, store, and access data concerning students such as grade books and attendance sheets, how to maintain everything has been given in this website. Whiteboard capture technology, like, involves a computer projected onto a special dry erase board like surface. It is interactive, allowing teacher and students to point to items and even draw on the board, like one person can circle or click a button or change some text at any point. The device can save the work for later use. Many whiteboards include built-in tools that range from interactive games to shapes. Colors can be used as instructional tools. This site given here allows you to capture material written on a regular whiteboard. Interactive whiteboard developed for schools and colleges mainly. Other technologies such as the Memo enable you to capture notes, lessons, student writing samples, and drawings from existing whiteboards. So you can attach a device to your whiteboard, local computer, or regular dry erase markers can be, or mouse stylus like a cordless mouse that enables you to write on your existing dry erase board. So this is the use of whiteboard capture technology. Next, adapting video technology for assessment and reflection. As I have already talked about the benefits of recording your teaching with a simple camcorder or audio recorder, to make sure video capture even more useful, educators have developed a number of ways to extend the technology. Like, we have video clubs. It is designed by Dr. Sherry. Here, all video is reviewed by the teacher for a post-teaching event reflection. Teachers then arrive at the video club with particular video segments in mind to discuss. Next, digital interactive video exploration and reflection, which is called like a DIVR. It is developed by Dr. Roy P. These are applications that enable users to add commentary and annotations to the video. A number of teachers can comment on a single video, sharing their perspectives and discussing each other's annotations. So here a website is given where you can know more about this, how this driver can be helpful in adapting technology for our classroom. Video analysis tool, VAT. This is developed by Art Resiso and Michael, University of Georgia. You can refer to the website given here. They are developing a web-based video capture and coding tool designed to connect directly to the internet. You can upload a website where users are able to analyze them. It has multiple applications. Teachers can use this for self-assessment also of their classroom practices. Next, coming to frequently used tools for video content. You have here Animoto. Animoto is a video creation service that produces video from photos, video clips, and music into video slideshows. Web-based presentations is the best tool for educators, students, and administrators. Next, we have Magisto. Magisto is also, and we can say it is one of the technology in artificial intelligence in order to make video editing fast and simple. It produces online video editor or same name, both as web applicant or mobile. Next, Animaker. Animaker is an online do-it-yourself animation video maker that brings video quality presentation. It is everyone's reach. Anyone who wants to use this video to make an effective video, Animaker plays a very important role. So Animoto, Magisto, Animaker, Movely, they are very helpful for creating an effective videos. During our class, how to use them. Movie is the best way to create and generate multimedia content. It enables the users and make videos and graphs effectively. So in our videos, we can also use graphs, charts like that. So Animoto helps us to make the video slideshow in an effective way. Up to here, we have discussed about technology tools, like how they are useful for us in our day-to-day classroom teaching. These are technologies. Now, next topic here is communication productivity tools. Yeah, this is. Yeah, next we have frequently used tools for video content. Up to here, we have discussed about technology tools. Now coming to productivity tools. What are these productivity tools? These are technologies you use the most, both in your own work as a professional and with your students. Productivity tools include, like all we know, we will be using these: word processors, spreadsheets, drawings, database, presentation software, page layout. These tools can allow students to explore subject matter in greater depth. These productivity tools offer authentic ways for students to learn about multiple forms of communication, data manipulation, etc. They can learn professional writing or creating a newsletter or brochure for technical students or any other students who would like to create a newsletter or brochure. They gain experience in the kind of research, analysis, and summarizing and interpreting that go into real world publications. When they use a spreadsheet, they can focus on analyzing data and solving a problem. The first word processors were basically computerized typewriters, which did little more than place characters on a screen, which could then be printed by a printer. Then, modern word processing programs, however, include features to customize the style of the text, change the page formatting, and many be able to add headers, footers, page numbers. So many you can include. A spreadsheet is a software program you use to like data representation, analyzing, easily perform like mathematical calculation and statistical data and totaling. Like in English also we have to enter the marks of the students. We will be using in our day-to-day. And drawings, paintings. The use of these tools in classrooms requires very careful planning and attention to the desired learning goals. Productivity tools serve your needs as a teacher by helping you create an instructional materials, communicate with parents, keep records, and present material clearly and effectively. As we also know, these spreadsheets focus on problem solving. These productivity tools, applications are important for both you as a teacher and your students. They help everyone compose, communicate, organize, and refine in education and in business. Everyone is expected to know how to use these tools. A painting tool is also very useful or function in a graphics, editing, or painting program used to change the area of the canvas or image by adding paint, strokes, or filling the areas with color. A database is an organized collection of structured information or data typically stored electronically in a computer system. So all these are very useful productivity tools. Next, very important for English teachers as communication tools, like internet-based telephone. We have Skype, as we will be using them, web blog, chat tools, podcast, wikis, email, live text, Facebook, mobile learn. Like how these come into our handy. Include all those tools that allow your classroom to extend beyond its four walls, whether by allowing your students to develop their knowledge in an online forum or by opening up your classroom to experts. These tools allow new and innovative kinds of learning experiences. Some of the most commonly used technologies I have written here, like you have discussion board. What are these discussion boards? These are known as bulletin boards or message boards. If you want to communicate or send a message to them, you can use this discussion boards. Like you need to write what is the message to the students, how they have to like attend a meeting or something you want to say, you can go for discussion board. Next, we have email. Email, as you already know, is one of the most powerful communication tools available today. It's readily available to you as a teacher and to many of your students and their parents. Using email, you can participate in listservs. Listservs are mailing lists that allow a large group of people to communicate with one another using a single email address. In email, you get this listservs. That allow a large group of people to communicate. We use this listservs in emails, like post office protocol, mail.com, Outlook, Hotmail. These are called listservs. Next, we also have in emails key pals. Key pals, like pen friends, we can say international pen pals, a great way to learn about another language or culture. It doesn't matter what level you are at in your foreign language. You can easily interact with, even link your students like projects. It's very helpful. Next, you have blogs, web blogs. Like when you are using these blogs are quite simple to, very easy to use and freely available online resource to update parents and students about the class events, and it is very easy to communicate for students. It is a very powerful writing tool. They can learn how to organize ideas and write clearly. Blogging software, teacher can provide immediate feedback direct to each student. So nowadays, blogs play a very important role. Direct and 24-hour availability of teacher will be there. Any doubts you get or any questions, the student can ask the teacher. Next, we have chat tools. These allow participants to talk to one another in real time using text and sometimes images or sound. Podcasts. Podcast is also one of the important communication tool. Multimedia, usually audio recorded through the internet to be played on mobile devices at a later date. So in the podcast, you can record your voice or whatever lesson you want to teach to the students. So later date, it can be played, podcast. Next, we have wikis, an interactive tool or collaborative tool that allows students to contribute and modify one or more pages, of course, related materials. And you have, multiple users to define a single document. Anyone can add in, or they want to add information to, and anyone can edit. Next, you have live text. It is a web application. It is a web application and American browser, e-portfolio device, intelligence, like device intelligence to recognize text in a photo and allow users to take action. For example, you can trace a phone number. That person is maybe anywhere. You can trace it out. So Facebook, as we all know, is a social media application. We can communicate with people with every corner of the world. Yes. And next we have mobile. Mobile, as we all know, that goes where the user goes. So it is user-friendly, two-way portable communication. Like we have smartphones nowadays, tabs. Like it is, we can use it as a mini computer in your hand. And nowadays you have watches also, which become handy. Like we have again here language arts. In language arts, this general literary extends from students having exposure to a wide variety of literature, engaging in communication through written and spoken language. Like students should be good at comprehension. Like comprehension plays an important role throughout the standards. Like interactive books. If we go through internet, we have interactive books where students can download the books they play. They have any doubts, they can ask simultaneously, they will get the answers to that. Like phonics, again, it is a very good software for comprehension, reading comprehension, where students can improve their comprehensive skills. It improves their reading habit, as well as they can, phonics, we can use it for reading as well as taking tasks, giving exercise, many exercise you have in phonics. Spelling, number of games, attempt to make activities. For all this, I have given resources in the last slide, where we can use these websites for using in our communication lab. Spelling, number of games, attempt to make activities, learning to spell, and also grammar. On grammar, we focus on helping users learn which word forms and tenses to use, how to identify the parts of a sentence. All this we can use these sites for grammar activities and writing support. Like writing support, I have already told you about web blogs. Like it improves the writing skills of the students, as I have already discussed. Yeah, this virtual reality in your own classroom. Through this virtual reality, this is very helpful. This technology is very helpful for teachers to make students motivated to learn, and their attendance also improves if we use this technology. Free education platform it is, allows teachers to create their own lesson plans and immersive experiences. Student will be immersed when we use this technology. So I have given here resource, web link where you can use this link and know how to create virtual reality in our classroom. Edutainment and technotainment. Edutainment and technotainment, they both play a very important role, an important element for you to consider when evaluating different software titles. Edutainment, there's nothing wrong in students using software or teachers using the software for entertainment purposes. But if you want to take steps to ensure the technology whether helps them to meet standards and goals which you have set, then these both can be used as edutainment as well as technotainment in our language labs. And this technology, computer related technology, can also be used in rural areas, rural challenges, that is to say, through this improvement in computer technology and telecommunication, we have capacity to overcome geographic hurdles like web interfaces, video conferencing, video capture, and various other technologies are increasing for teachers and students even in remote rural areas. Questions can help you to find out, does the activity or the technology used to teach you is really helpful? The website given here, you can learn how technology is helpful for rural areas. This one. What technology can be used, like video conferencing, video capture, and various other technologies. Like remote areas, people will be there, how that technology reaches to them, all this. Here, resources, like for comprehension, riverdeepnet.net, ESL games, like as a spelling program with more than 3,000 words in these, like for grammar puzzles, blogging, ESL games, reading comprehension and phonics, through phonics, grammar fitness, an interactive grammar program focused on difficult grammar problems, ESL games, web-based games, and links to software for reinforcing language skills, like SpeechWorks. You can listen, record, compare, approach to English pronunciation. So if you click on these sites, you can do all this, like blogging, information on tools and using blogs in your teaching. So these are the resources which you can use for your language lab or English teaching, communication skills. That will be very helpful. There are n number of resources, but I have selected few where you can get material for reading comprehension, spelling activities, grammar fitness, that is grammar activities, ESL games, which we can use in our language lab to engage the student, and he or she will also get immersed. Blogging, how to create blogs, everything in detail you will get if you click on this websites. Any questions? Yeah, before ending my session, I would like to call one of the students, as I have completed my major project, UGC project on use of technology in effective teaching English and empirical study. So my students, how the technology was useful, they will tell us. Prashanti, Ritvik, please listen to them. Prashanti. Are you there?
Oh, just a minute, madam.
Yes, sir.
Meeting, madam?
Sir?
Are they present in the meeting, madam?
Yes, sir.
What is their name?
I've sent the
Let me give their...
Prashanti.
No, I have to give permission for them to speak.
Achha, okay.
What is their name, madam?
Prashanti and Ritvik.
Prashanti. Yes. Prashanti, please unmute yourself.
Yes, ma'am. Good morning, ma'am.
Yeah, good morning. Would you like to share your experience on use of technology in the project work?
Yes, ma'am. Good morning to one and all. I am Prashanti, completed my BTech in EC in Githam deemed to be university in 2021, that is this year. Ma'am has taught us English during our engineering first and second year. Ma'am has been so friendly to us since then. And as I'm the CR, I have interacted with ma'am many times. Recently, in my fourth year, for my mini project as well as for major project, I took ma'am's help. As ma'am has mentioned some of the resource regarding grammar and all, ma'am also gave me the suggestion and provided me those links, so that I have taken some of the matter, and also I have gained the skills how to write, to publish the paper and all. So ma'am has done her project in technology, so it would even along with me 2-3 members also helped her in selecting the topics and all. So that's the reason even I'm very much involved in this also. I took ma'am's help even in publishing my paper and demonstration of my project. I also took the as ma'am provided links in resources. I also took links to edit my videos and all, so that I could present my video in a better way than to my better than my friends. So as I'm the NSS coordinator of my class and my unit, I also took the link and shared little ideas of ma'am in designing many posters and banners, and also the palm plates regarding this. So the Photoshop software is very good and easy to learn. So whatever ma'am has provided to me, it is very useful and also very easy. Quickly one can learn easily. Not only students, anyone. So that's the reason I have done very easily and very fast than others. So we also have a chance of promoting discussions among students using blogs. We can also have a chance of becoming bloggers so easily. So ma'am has provided me a link regarding blogs, so in which I have created my account, and after signing up, I just what all queries I have in my mind, I just gave up on the blogs. So whomever are there inactive, so everyone have suggested me the solutions of the queries. So like that, the blogging also helped me in very good way. So like this, ma'am had helped by providing many resources available and gave us good knowledge, and also encouraged us till now. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you, Prashanti. Yeah, next, Ritvik. Ritvik from CSC.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Good morning, ma'am.
Will you share your opinion about this technology?
Yes,
How
ma'am.
it is helpful?
Yes, ma'am. Good morning to one and all. I am Ritvik, completed my BTech in CSC in Geetham deemed to be University. Ma'am has taught us English in engineering second year. In fourth year, my major project is based on technology. So I took ma'am's help in publishing my paper as ma'am has done her project in technology. Ma'am helped me in providing links for video editing like Movely and Animaker, which helped me in gaining good knowledge in video capturing and video editing in my project. These softwares are very simple to use and it helped me a lot. In this way, ma'am has helped me by providing all available resources and gave us good encouragement to improve my project. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you, ma'am.
thank you, Ritvik. Yeah. Yeah, any questions?
Yes, madam, we will. Rima, madam.
Yes, sir. Thank you for the informative session, ma'am. Now the session is open for questions from the participants. I request the participants to type their queries in the chat box and it will be taken up by the resource person.
Madam, please, you can stop screen sharing, madam.
Sir. Stop.
Participants, you can raise your hand so that I can accommodate you to speak directly to the madam. Madam, there is a question.
Yes, sir.
From Charushila Patil. Can you please elaborate on virtual reality classroom?
Sir. Virtual reality?
Classroom.
Okay, sir. Virtual reality classroom, like it is a 3D graphics, images or 360-degree videos on computers, smartphones, running mobile apps. You can, but here I have given you one link, sir, where like completely involvement of the student, like immersively, they involve in that. So that is 3D. Like technicalities, if you go through that website which I have given, that will be helpful, sir. In like CMR, if you go there, video games you have. So it is same like that, similar. You can create, like you can select a lesson which you want to create virtually. Like you can select that, the characters, and it is very easy, like lab technicians in your language lab, if they know that virtual reality, that lesson, if we tell them, as per that, they create the characters, and it will be like we have to give them video 3D, that spectacles which are used. So that is how we can create, sir.
Ma'am, there's another question from Ramin Goswami. His question is, what are the challenges of teaching and learning English? And also, what are the challenges faced by the teacher in a multilingual classroom?
And a multilingual classroom, we can use this, regarding technology, you mean to say?
Yes, ma'am, I guess that is what is implied.
what is implied? I mean, can you repeat the question?
The question is, what are the challenges of teaching and learning English and the challenges faced by the teacher, especially in a multilingual classroom?
Yeah, multilingual classroom, you can make them understand. First, you have to show few slides regarding how this technology is helpful. Like we have to teach a guide in the beginning to do the procedure, how it starts, and then he or she can be made to listen to that.
Professor Narsimhan. I'm sorry.
Disturbed. Yes, sir.
Professor Naresh Kumar, sir, can you unmute and present your question? Rima, madam,
Yes, sir.
are
So
there
there-
any other queries?
Yes, sir. There's a query from S. Usha Kamalam, ma'am. She asks, what are the factors affecting the use of digital technologies for language learning and how can it be solved? Ma'am, should I repeat the question?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, the question is, what are the factors affecting the use of digital technologies for language learning and how can it be solved?
And like participants, they have to survey like factors, content being always available, high quality and easy to use. In this order, they can.
Ma'am, there is another question from Kirtana, ma'am. She asks whether you can give her some ideas on how to engage students who are weak in English, especially the Tamil medium students.
Okay, Tamil medium students. Yeah, first, they can be given awareness. So how to use, something they may be knowing in English. So let them first be given like how to read, how to, understand the lesson which you are going to teach them. And then how to use the technology in the classroom, like side goal formulation, learning the language, English and other semotic resources, effective functions. These you can first tell them and then guide them, and then how to go about, you have to actually we do that in our classrooms.
Madam, there is one more question from Manusmruti Sharma.
So
Please enlighten us about Web 3.0 tools for language teaching and learning. Web 3.
Web 3.
.o tools.
These Web 3 like 2.0 we have, like immediately we can click on evolution of 0.3 tools, asemiotic web, read, write, execute, which refers to future web. Like computers can interpret information, artificial intelligence, machine learning. These come under that, sir. distribute useful content tailored in a particular. We use this artificial intelligence, virtual reality, like that we can use in 3.0 version, sir. As a 2.0 is referred as a social web, or read or write web. So here we will be using intelligence, artificial intelligence and machine learning, which help generate useful content in a tailored manner to our, teaching English lessons.
Rima madam, are there any more questions, madam?
No, sir, I don't think there are any more queries.
Okay.
I would like to now inform the participants to please fill in the feedback form for today. It is provided in the chat box. And with that, I would like to go on to the last part of today's session, that is the vote of thanks. I would like to thank Captain Dr. V. Parimala Venu for an extremely informative session on the use of technology in the pragmatics of language acquisition. The session introduced us to different kinds of technological tools and ideas which will help us in guided learning. And we were also told about productivity and communication tools which help teachers to compose, communicate, organize, and refine our teaching. Dr. Parimala also introduced us to resources which can be used by English teachers to improve student skills in grammar, phonetics, spelling, and writing. So overall, it was an extremely informative session, ma'am. Thank you so much once again for agreeing to be our resource person for today.
Thank you, ma'am.
Madam, please ask our Sunita madam to present vote of thanks, madam.
Oh, okay. Sunita ma'am, if there is something you would like to add, please do so. Over to you.
Please unmute, madam. Sunita madam, unmute.
Okay. My dear colleagues, we have had a very fruitful session this afternoon. And thank you, sir, for giving me opportunity to propose vote of thanks. I am grateful to our principal, Professor M. Shivanna, then IQAC coordinator, Professor B.R. Gangadharaya, sir, other teaching and non-teaching faculty for their moral support and encouragement. Secondly, I would like to thank Professor Parimal Venu, madam, having accepted our invitation and gave a very inspiring and knowledgeable lecture. Thank you, madam. And thirdly, I would like to thank Professor Manjunath, sir, HOD, and Professor Rima for having giving kind cooperation. And finally, I thank all the participants for their cooperation. Thank you, one and all.
Please, madam, please request everybody for a group photo.
Yeah.
Please ask them to.
Yeah, I request all the participants to please switch on your videos as there will be a group photo taken now.
Okay, madam. Rima, madam, please conclude.
I thank the participants once again for joining in on day 3 of the session, and I thank the resource person for making it a very, very informative and interesting session for all the participants today. With that, we wind up today's day 3 program of the FDP. Hoping to see all the participants join on time tomorrow. Thank you.